So AI voices are art. They are the highest of art, in my opinion. I mean, maybe not the examples I'm about to show.
I mean, you
but...
can create many types of art with AI voices.
Mm.
I do feel bad if it does end up putting voice actors out of business, though. I will just say that.
I don't think it will. And we'll go through the deets, because I thought something terrible would have happened a lot sooner with the AI voices, and now that I've seen the fallout from it, I'm a bit like, eh.
Something terrible has happened with
No.
them? No, I was going to say.
Instead, the terrible things that are happening to the voice actors of the world are not coming from the AI voices. It's coming from the companies they work for.
Oh, that's no shock.
I'll start just by mentioning if you like Cyberpunk Dystopias, which is what everyone's predicting. Well, you can go and check one out there with Am from I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream. We did a whole, technically a book club on that.
It was very wholesome.
So go and check that out. Otherwise, I shall begin with President Gaming, which is now my new favourite form of YouTube channel. We're going to play this one. This is the Presidents Play Modern Warfare 2.
Now this is a good game. I remember popping this in the PS3, putting on some early Drake, and just blasting fools.
Barack, this game was the best part of your presidency.
I'm actually 10th prestige on my old gamer tag. XX, I spread democracy XX.
George, be sure to not break the spawn trap by rushing in.
I guess old habits die hard, huh?
Guys, I got the AC-130 already.
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course. You don't like either that or the Predator drone. But no, that all works. It's good fun.
Yeah, it is good fun.
Having a good romp about how Biden has dementia and all the other presidents can
doesn't know the difference between Call of Duty and Halo. What a scrub, am I right?
Yeah, and the other ones are all at least cognizant. The funny thing in all of these as well is I noticed Donald Trump is just a huge troll.
That's the best thing about it. I mean, it makes sense. I feel like Donald Trump would be that guy on the Modern Warfare 2 server.
Yeah, and Barack Obama and George Bush just get along. Because there's no real goddamn difference.
Yep.
And we'll go to some more of these. I mean, there's Trump playing Minecraft with the presidents, in which he finds a spider's nest, and all the other presidents are like, we'll be with you shortly, and he's like, you guys suck, why won't you help me? All of you guys are losers. Anyway, I think Joe Biden is too busy playing Terraria or something. We'll go to the next one, in which we have Trump-Biden gaming, which is way more fun. Too many swears in this one for me to play, but essentially it's Biden being crap at games, and Trump telling him it's a skill issue.
And to be fair, if you look at the footage, Trump is doing an amazing job right there. Look at him.
The best geometry player of all time.
That's some pretty high skill level.
He beat 50 demons last week. He says.
Are we surprised? He's the most tremendous geometry player. His skills are fantastic.
The best in the world. There's also more Trump-Biden gaming. I think this... Well, no, this isn't gaming. This is child stealing. Forgot about that one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. You've shown me this. For those wondering, yes, Callum has been sharing all of these with me in his spare time, and it's quite fun.
Because they're nice. This is one where they find out that they're out of money. So they ask, where is the $2 trillion that we hid when we did 9/11? And they spent it all in Afghanistan. And then there's no money in the Epstein ring because Bill took all the kids. So,
he took all the kids and set up his own thing.
Yeah, Biden was very upset about not being able to sniff them. And of course, you get these, which are just great, and they all work. Big public figures. No one's ever going to believe that. None of those things are ever going to cause anyone a problem ever.
However,
it just continues getting better.
Oh, all right, okay.
This is all I've seen. You have Joe Rogan podcasts, which are all fake now. And the fake ones are the best ones. I mean, this is him arguing with Ben Shapiro about, do you want to get ratatouille'd?
Is this going to be to the level of Jordan Peterson versus Peter Jordanson?
No, not quite. It's
okay.
more just Ben being irritating. He's like, well, what do you mean ratatouille? What does that mean? Define it specifically, Joe. He's like, just get ratatouille.
Let's say hypothetically, underneath your little hat there, Ben, you had a little mouse controlling all of your actions.
Yeah, and he can't imagine that. We'll go to the other Joe Rogan podcast, which I want to play the full one because it's my favorite one that someone made, which is Joe Rogan Enjoys the Holidays. Let's play.
I'd like to welcome back to the pod. We got Jordan Peterson.
I haven't had lunch yet.
You have him, pull him up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pod.
What's up, guys? I just went to the store all by myself, without even my wife.
You don't have to shout.
Ben, you scrungly son of a bitch, you owe me $25.
Come get it, bitch.
Guys, for sake, it's Christmas Eve. All I wanted was to have a classy podcast with my two best friends in the whole world and to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So can we do that, please?
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I had no idea the holidays meant that much to you.
Can you guys still hear me?
Oh, they do, Mr. Peterson. The first drop of frost that strikes a young man's cheek
is
Inhales
this?
of ice-cold air as winter blankets the earth. Hot exhales on foggy windows, peering over cups of hot cocoa. One wonders how a man could not be a fan of such a season.
Fucking cold for one.
Am I on mute?
We lost Ben. Jesus Christ. Jamie, can you get him back? Dude, I don't think you're allowed to call them that anymore.
Screw him, man. We don't need him on our stinking pod.
Jordan, you sourpuss. Why are you always such a piece of...
You want to know, man? I'll tell you. Every year, I act as good as I possibly can, online and in real life. Yet every year, nobody gets me anything for Christmas. Oh, if just one person would give me a present, oh, how it would heal my cold, cruel heart.
What's going on? Did I miss anything?
Oh, man, that edible's kicking in, all right.
That's cool.
I love it. I mean, Daily Wire sphere is really falling apart.
But the whole thing there for me is people will endlessly talk about, oh, the AI art, it's going to draw things, and then the artists will be out of business. No, I don't think that's having a real effect in any meaningful way. That the AI voice world is. This is real, tangible entertainment right here.
Now listen, I can understand those arguments because as the AI technology improves, it is possible that it could get to such a level that instead of having to hire and commission an artist to draw a particular landscape or whatever image that you want for you, you can have an AI do it within minutes in any style that you're after. So I can understand the fears that come there because I personally don't want...
these days.
Well, it could happen. That's the whole point.
I know, and that is interesting. I'm not discounting that it's possible. What I'm saying is that the AI voices are here right now. There's no one day about it. Like, we're already here at peak comedy, from my view, which is that we'll just write whatever you want now.
They could still improve the technology because it's still definitely an uncanny valley listening to them, just in the way that they intone things.
I know, but I don't think it's ever going to get truly perfect. So even that fear, I just don't count. But I am more excited about the fact that whatever you want to see now, you can just make. Like, if you want to see a podcast between two people, you could just make it. You don't have to wait for it. Like, you just make anything you want in the world, and that is that's a future I want to live in. And there's more of this. There's just one other from the Joe Rogan scene that I've seen made. This one is Jordan Peterson has to catch a train, which I just liked, so let's play that.
I got to go pretty soon, by the way. I got to catch a train in 7 minutes.
It leaves in 7 minutes?
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
That shit fucking stinks, man. Man, don't you gotta go?
I don't know. I just like it. I was able to make some of my own with Mr. House's voice as well.
Yeah, I've seen the ones that you've made yourself.
Yeah, it's Mr. House Libertarians. But we'll enjoy some other stuff, outside of the, let's say, political sphere. Well, not really. We can't really escape politics ever. Because we're going to talk about reparations from Arby's.
Oh, okay. All right.
And,
not from KFC?
I have some ideas, but we'll play this clip first.
Here at Arby's, we believe Black Lives Matter. So for this Black History Month, we pledge to not pay any of our white employees and allow African-American customers to just start whipping them whenever they want, like that one scene from Django Unchained. Arby's, we have the reparations.
Now, see, the thing is...
That's not entirely outside the realm of possibility at this point.
Exactly right, but remember when Black Lives Matter happened and all the riots and all the companies started making stupid stuff?
Yeah, sadly, I do remember when Black Lives Matter happened.
We don't currently live in that moment right now, but next
not
election...
Right now, no.
There'll be the same thing, because there always is.
Well, yeah, I mean, Democrats got to score votes somehow, right?
And in which case, we are now perfectly prepared to sow complete chaos around these companies' reputations.
Oh, okay. I see why you're so enthusiastic about this new technology.
Disney,
there are entirely new horizons for trolling.
All of these companies, next election season, because this is like clockwork, we can predict it, will want to produce some woke BS when Black Lives Matter comes around once again, asking for money. And we are perfectly placed to make very, very convincing PR for them. To help them in their quest to be seen as a truly diverse and progressive company.
Strip back the layers of rhetoric and metaphor and just give them the true message of what they're really saying.
We certainly can. Anyway,
you get to whip your white employees.
Well, I'm doubly excited about that. There's just one more we'll end on this for the fake memes, which I enjoyed. Let's play this one. This is fake politics.
Well, if I am Jack, then you are Wojak, the mostest soy Wojak possibly in the world.
Listen, you are the soy Wojak. I am the Chad Wojak.
No. You are the soy Jojak, and I am the Chad Gamer Wojak. You know who you are? You are the 80-year-old unfit ruler. That's who you are.
You know you're not the Chad Wojak. I am the Nordic Gamer, Chad, the Giga Chad Wojak.
You're the virgin, and I'm the Chad.
I'm actually not a virgin. Your mom can attest to that.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that we are in two separate leagues. You are the globalism fan, and I am the patriotism enjoyer.
I'm a patriotic globalist. I support slavery worldwide. A better analogy would be that I'm the rare Pepe and you're the small crying people.
You're Apustaya. You're a small crying Apustaya. I am the based and red-pilled Groiper.
That is not true.
It is true.
No, you're not based. You are actually cringe.
No, I am based and red-pilled.
Oh, I just know that when it gets to the point where Zoomer politics is a real thing and they're old enough to run for office, these are the levels of political debate we can come to expect.
I feel like
I'm all in. I'm all in at this point. Why not?
I don't know. I feel more that people should just start influencing Donald Trump to start calling him the Joe Jack over there, because I mean he is the Joe Jack,
the cringe crying Joe Jack.
You're a small crying apple style, which just would be a good debate. But that's not the big thing, because I expected like the voice actors to be crushed by this. No, they're not. They're not being crushed by 11 Labs' tyranny of make memes if you want. Yeah, that hasn't destroyed anyone yet. Instead, it's the companies they work for that are destroying them. So you can see here from Vice. It's just talking about the fact that they're being screwed. Artificial intelligence-generated voices are already being used to harass ordinary people, they say, with online trolls creating the voices and then having them read out the victims' home addresses and posting the results online. According to Motherboard, 4 victims spoke to. All the victims are part of the particular campaign of voice actors, and they have all been targeted in this way. And they list off essentially like some fake voice says, I am such and such, I live here, blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't obviously change anything. Like these voice actors, if I said it in my own voice or a robot voice, it would still be harassment. Nothing's changed on that front. There is actually quite a funny one. Well, not funny, but there's a horrible one to read, which is, hello, this is Abby, blank, speaking. I live in homophobic slur city that is Los Angeles. Yes, I do mean that I live in California, the most racist slur state in the United States. Personally speaking, killing... No, I can't read it.
I should probably try and laugh a bit less evilly.
But it's so ridiculous. It's like Vice bringing out, our voice actors are being destroyed by this. And the example they give is someone harassing voice actors with their own voice. But that's not an advancement. There's not a technological advancement in the slightest. Because you could do that already with a robot voice, so that's just boring. But when it comes to actually being oppressed, well, they're being oppressed by their own companies. So if you go to the next link here, we can see that Gizmodo actually managed to list that their voices are being stolen by AI in the headline, but it has nothing to do with 11 Labs. Instead, it's entirely to do with the companies they work for, putting in their contract now that your voice can be used for AI voice generation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, so they're going to get all the recordings they need, all of the inflections, and then they're going to screw you over.
Yeah, so if you're a voice actor, companies have started putting in the contracts that you sign in small print that once they've got the audio samples they pay you for, those audio samples are now theirs, which is normal. They can do what they want with that. But also, we can now use those audio samples to train AI, and also any generations of that AI from your voice samples belong to us. So we can literally just recreate your voice for all time.
So you're a voice actor working for a video game. You get all of the lines recorded. You get your job done. Great job.
Next job?
Job's done.
No, there is no
Go home.
job.
No, there is no... Oh, I heard you guys are making some DLC packs. Are you going to need me for that? No. No, we've already got your voice. There is only one way that this might not work, which is that the... more modern games development seems to be incorporating a lot of motion capture acting along with the voice acting, like with the more recent God of War games, where
just
they'll
deepfake it.
Well, if you're going to be motion capturing whilst also recording the performances and using that for the games, that won't be as easy to do with purely AI generated. Not until you get to the point where you can animate as well as you can with motion capture without motion capture.
Maybe. I mean, I look forward to ways of trying to stop this because, I mean, yeah, this is gross. If nothing else,
yeah, no,
just getting screwed out.
Companies like this will take every opportunity they can to screw you over.
Yeah. You get the next one here. There are a bunch of mad voice actors about this, and probably rightfully mad. There's some Filipino lady who's just like, yeah, no, I'm not signing any contract that allows them to use my voice to train AI and then take me out of the
I think that's
game.
fair.
which is true. There are a load more mad voice actors. You go to the next one here. There's this weird.
I
campaign
imagine that
saw.
there's a union of voice actors out there. There's probably like the way that there's film actors guild was Team America. No, the Screen Actors Guild. Organizations like that. Surely they're probably going to come to some bargaining terms where they say, okay, if you want us to keep working for you, you're going to have to take these clauses out of the contract. But I suppose.
I just love how the industry that's destroying voice actors is not what everyone predicted when 11 Labs came out, being 11 Labs that would do it. Instead, it is the companies that these people work for are just like, how do I screw over my employees even more?
Well, that makes sense.
Great.
Well, I
wonderful people.
I don't know necessarily that the worry was that 11 Labs as a company were going to be actively screwing the people
I know,
out. The worry is you've created the technology that allows your bosses to screw you out of it.
But the thing is, like, the technology isn't from 11 Labs, so in these contracts, they're using old technology they already had.
Okay.
Building in-house, so it's just like, oh, okay. Screw you guys. Just in here, they mentioned the fact that companies are running AI voice generators when signing on with projects, and some actors don't even know that they've got it built into their contracts. So go and check for them, otherwise you're going to be screwed. But
if
the
you
media...
don't know you've got that in your contract, get a better lawyer.
That's true, for sure. But the media is still whining about the original prospect of 11 Labs destroying the world. Here we have AP warning that AI voice cloning tools add fuel to the misinformation fire. Oh, no. Not things that look fake.
Joe Biden said the N-word for realsies this time, guys.
Not quite. In a video from January 25th news report, Joe Biden talks about tanks. But a doctored version of this video has amassed hundreds of thousands of views this week on social media, making it appear that he gave a hate speech against transgender people, in which he said, quote, "You are not a real woman. You have no womb. You have no eggs. You're a homosexual." No.
Where he reads a 4chan green text.
While the Biden clip on social media may have fooled most users,
I doubt it.
No, your mum is like, oh god, can't believe he would tell the no. The clip shows how easy it is for people to make hateful, disinformation-filled deepfake videos that could cause real-world harm. We are yet to identify any harm. We are yet to figure out how this is any different from any of the fake crap that comes out of the White House right now.
This is not real-world harm in the way that you and I understand it. This is real-world harm in the way that if we talk about transgenderism in a particular way, YouTube will take our videos down because apparently it is real-world harm to point out the obvious.
They have some professor, Farid over here, who says some bad actors could move the stock market with fake audio of top CEOs saying profits are down. Those bad actors are going to be the CEOs themselves trying to make money. Let's be real right now.
Time to short our own business.
Yeah. And already there's a clip on YouTube that used the tool to alter a video that make it look like Joe Biden was launching nuclear attacks against Russia. Well, it kind of shows that this whole thing's worthless, isn't it? Because if we can make up stuff and no one believes it, even if you're trying your best, because now we know that anything could be faked, that means we suddenly have a lot less trust in anything that's produced, which, to be honest, especially when it comes to politics, is a good thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't have much trust in our elected officials as it is anyway. But I think there are two main barriers, which is, one, there's just the smell test, you could call it, where you can just look at something and you can hear and tell that it's fake. So far.
Do I really believe Joe Biden would talk about lollies?
Exactly. You know, there's that aspect of it. And then if you are going to put forward videos that are trying to be a bit more plausible, like Joe Biden announcing that he's declaring nuclear war on Russia or something, Russia themselves are probably going to already have technology that can detect if there's like AI trickery
you
going
just sit around
on.
and just detect for nukes. There's no nukes. All right.
Yeah, you can do that, but if there are more convincing and more plausible ones, they will probably have technology that can sniff out AI meddling.
Probably not. Right, Russia doesn't have that.
I don't know.
But my more interesting thing is like, oh no, what if people don't trust clips of the president? Oh no. Oh, I'll have to...
It's a day ending in Y.
What will happen? Hollywood studios have long been able to distort reality in this way, but access to that technology has been democratized without considering the implications.
I thought democracy good, though,
no,
according to these people.
I also love the idea that the alternative is where a powerful elite are able to create fake audio that can convince the masses, who have no idea how it's made. That would be a more suitable world to live in. No, it's great that the public can now look at whatever the hell you people are saying and just go, probably fake. What do I even care? It's better than what is being proposed there. We'll go to the clip in case you're wondering about Joe Biden. This is him talking about why you're not a real woman, why you will be buried and known as a man when they find your skeleton, etc., etc. You're not very convincing, but whatever. And my point here is backed up, I think, by Joe Biden. we will go to Joe Biden, who is in Kiev. I think he's left now, but he was there. And you may have noticed that he turned up, and immediately as the cameras turned on for this specific shot, the air raid sirens in Kiev started blaring.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah, let's play that.
Warning, Joe Biden is here. Hide your daughters.
All children remain indoors. And the thing is, obviously it's fake. Like, the air raid is purposely put on just because he's arrived. And you don't have to take my word for it. CNN said it. Go to CNN. You're just like, there's been no air raid sirens for weeks. There is no threat of a air raid. No missiles were launched to Kiev during his visit. This was just put on because he was there. And that's my point, is that, oh no, what if people think words from the president are fake? Everything they already do is fake. This whole thing's fake. There's an example right here. They're just completely made up nonsense of, look at Joe Biden living in a war-torn city where the sirens are going off even while he visits. No, they literally put that on for him. And we can go to The Guardian, who also have the deets, in which they say in here the entire trip was meticulously planned over several months by a tight circle of key advisors to Joe Biden. The entire trip. And that siren there, I think, was probably part of it. Again, the headline there, Biden and Zelensky walking Kiev as air raid sirens blare. Video. As they tell you in the article, it's fake.
Callum, we keep telling you, stop hanging out with Joe Biden. It's not good optics, man.
But I need to stop wearing that shirt. They also
say...
get
changed. The smell alone.
They also say in here, we did notify the Russians that President Biden was traveling to Kiev. So, just to dispel any myths, like he turned up and nobody knew. Like, no, even the Russians were told, just to be sure. And that's suitable and whatever else. But the idea that, oh my god, clip of the president saying thing might be false. Yeah, it doesn't change anything in the slightest in my regards to actual politics. And the concerns about that seem to be, I don't know, not really true. And the idea that any future audio we can't trust, honestly, probably for the better, in my opinion. But we'll see how it plays out.
This video you're watching right now, don't trust a word we say.
No, I was actually Joe Biden the whole time. If you appreciated that segment from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, you can go to lotuseaters.com to get access to all the premium content that's on the site, such as the Contemplation series, this episode on how to spot a liar. If you'd like to find out what else the Lotus Eaters are putting out, you can follow on Getter at lotuseaters_com on Getter. Thank you and goodbye.